Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A Rockford man is found dead in a weekend motel fire. Investigators look into what caused the blaze.
State line groups receive funding to reduce violence in the area. The program focuses on helping youth affected by trauma.
And Harlem High School holds a groundbreaking on a major expansion. The addition doesn't only have the students talking, but also the community. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. The coroner releases the name of the man found dead at a Rockford motel over the weekend.
He's 46-year-old Ryan Clay. Saturday, crews were called to the Travel Lodge on 11th Street, just south of Bypass 20. When they got there, a small fire was discovered in one of the rooms. It was quickly put out. Firefighters then discovered Clay's body. An autopsy was completed today and the results are pending. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. A man is dead after an afternoon crash in rural Rockford. Winnebago County Sheriff's deputies were called to North Main Street just south of Gleesman Road to reports of a traffic crash. Officers found a red passenger vehicle crashed into a line of trees. The only occupant, a 21-year-old man, was found deceased in the scene. According to investigators, he was not wearing a seatbelt. An investigation is ongoing.
Police arrest a Rockford man in connection to a drug-related death last year. 30-year-old Denzel Anderson is charged with drug-induced homicide, possession with intent to deliver fentanyl, and conspiracy to deliver fentanyl. In October, Rockford police were called to 13th Street for reports of a dead woman. 39-year-old Tanya Marufo died from adverse effects of fentanyl. In February, 31-year-old Kyle Pavia was arrested and charged with drug-induced homicide. Last month, Rockford police got a tip that identified Anderson as an additional suspect. Anderson's bail is $51,000. His next court date is May 25th.
A man is critically injured after getting punched by a driver following a car crash. Friday night, police were called to the Whitman Street Bridge to reports of a person down. Officers were told that the suspect and victim were involved in a minor car crash and stopped on the bridge. An argument began and one of the drivers punched the other. The victim fell back and hit his head on the concrete. He was taken to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. The suspect took off and has not been located. If you know anything about this incident, call Rockford Police or Rockford Area Crime Stoppers.
The city of Rockford works closely with grassroots organizations to create a better community.
State grant money's been awarded to a few nonprofits aimed at reducing violence. Jess Lipson spoke with one of those organizations today. And Jess, what's this money going to be used for?
Eric, Mimi, this will help Comprehensive Community Solutions offer mental health support for those who may be dealing with some sort of trauma from being exposed to violence in the community.
I really appreciate this program because before I was coming here, I really would miss school all the time. I really wasn't getting my work done, and I was really falling behind.
Giselle Pashana has been a part of Comprehensive Community Solutions for a few months now, a place she says has welcomed her with open arms.
When I found out about this program, it really changed my perspective on life, and I really feel like it should be more programs like this in Rockford because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that everybody doesn't get.
After receiving more than $500,000 in grant money from the state, the nonprofit will be able to help more people like Pashana reach their highest potential with educational and therapeutic resources.
Without the money to be able to fund the mission, we couldn't do the work that we do every day. So this grant is definitely going to play a huge part in making sure that young people have access to mental health services, and also making sure that we can just provide a world-class experience for the young people.
The organization received 2 different IDHS Reduced Community Violence grants. The Greater Illinois Trauma-Informed Behavioral Health Services grant will provide more than $315,000 for therapy and mental health services. And the Illinois Reimagined Youth Intervention Services grant will give more than $210,000 towards helping those going through the judicial system with education and nutritional opportunities.
It's one thing to provide a young person services, help them get their high school diploma, help them get skills within the trade. But when they're walking around with the trauma that, a lot of our young people are going through within our community, and that trauma is not being addressed, one of the things that you'll have is a young person that doesn't know how to properly assess their emotions.
Get Connected, another Rockford nonprofit, received more than $450,000 for the same reduced violent community grants. Eric?
Thanks, Jess. Today marks 12 years since a Rockford woman and her 2 young sons were murdered. More than a decade later, no one's been arrested. Someone killed Natasha Cleary and her 2 sons in their Canterbury Lane home in 2011. The home was then set on fire. Investigators say a day later, a masked man tried using Cleary's debit card at an ATM on Rockton Avenue. That's only a 10-minute walk from the house. Pictures from that ATM's camera have yet to lead to a suspect. If you know anything about the incident, call police.
Freeport says goodbye to their police chief. Matt Summers has been with the department for the past 28 years and chief for the last 4. The public is invited to a ceremony happening right now at City Hall. Lieutenant Chris Schenenberger is serving as interim chief. Summers isn't going too far, though. He'll be the new police chief in Pecatonica.
The average price of gas has risen in the past week here in the state line. A gallon's about 6 cents more expensive. According to Gas Buddy, the average is now $3.83. The cheapest station was selling gas for $3.63. The highest is $3.99. Analysts believe the rising price of oil is likely the largest factor in the gas price jump. Seasonal impacts are also having an effect on prices. Experts say prices at the pump will continue to rise slowly over the next month.
The Harlem School District holds a groundbreaking ceremony for their new career and technical education facility. The event took place at Harlem High School this morning. Construction is set to begin later this month on a 27,000 square foot facility that will be connected to the east side of the high school. The new building will improve students' access to high quality career and technical education programming. That includes space for automotive, welding, construction, manufacturing, and learning spaces. Both students and staff are excited by the expansion and the possibilities for the community.
Our freshmen and sophomores are absolutely on fire. They're so excited for it. Our seniors are really excited for the community. They're a little jealous that they don't get to go to class there. But the students, there's definitely a buzz just in the whole community. Everybody's just so excited for the project, and the kids, that's who we're here for. That's who we serve, and they're so excited to have the opportunity.
Construction is set to be complete by fall 2024. Former State Line Congressman Adam Kinzinger had a stowaway on his private plane over the weekend.
It comes in the form of a large snake. The congressman posted these pictures on Twitter. He wrote, "Yesterday I flew from Texas to Illinois, 4 hours at 17,500 feet. Outside temp at that altitude was -8 degrees. Landed, taxied in, and when I stopped, this boy dropped out of my wheel well." Kinzinger is a former Air Force pilot who chose not to run for re-election last year.
Today, protesters and families from all over the country are on Capitol Hill demanding action against gun violence.
They want a ban on assault weapons. Anna Wernicke shows us the arguments as lawmakers try to find a balance between restricting weapons and defending owners' rights.
Hey, ho, assault weapons have to go. Students and parents from across the country marched down the National Mall toward the U.S. Capitol on Monday, calling on Congress to end gun violence.
Stop doing nothing. Stop the NRA from dictating policy.
Keone Amaro lost her brother 25 years ago to gun violence at school. She's asking Congress to ban assault weapons.
No one needs an assault weapon. Nobody needs an AR-15.
Gun control advocates, including Mark House with the Brady campaign, say it's time for Congress to act.
Enough of the hypocrisy. Enough of the politics, enough of the excuses, enough of the thoughts and prayers, enough of the lockdown drills.
But passing any legislation through the Republican-controlled House is going to be difficult, as Republicans insist reducing gun violence is not about the weapons.
Former Vice President Mike Pence said at the NRA convention on Friday that the focus needs to be on mental health.
Support law enforcement, protect our schools, institutionalize the obviously mentally ill.
South Carolina Republican Nancy Mace criticized her party's silence on guns on Fox News Sunday, but says both sides need to find common ground.
It doesn't have to be complicated, but we need to show leadership on sensitive issues because these are issues that motivate our constituencies and voters.
In Washington, I'm Anna Wernicke.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, we're starting to see a little clearing take place to the west and southwest of us following some thick cloud cover we had throughout much of the afternoon. Flurries continuing to move to the east and northeast after adding up to some snow here early this morning. High pressure building in will allow those clouds to continue to clear out. As a result, temperatures have actually been warming where there's been sunshine, so our numbers may actually go up another degree or two before we see the sun set here this evening. But it is still cold, and you can tell looking at temperatures where we have cloud cover versus where we have the sunshine. Numbers in the 30s underneath the clouds, that colder air, temperatures in the 50s and the 60s. Locally, our numbers are starting to warm to the west and southwest of Rockford. You're at 49 in Sterling, 41 in Freeport, 39 here in Rockford. Our wind chills through much of this afternoon have been stuck in the 20s, but our winds will gradually ease up as we go through the night. Our weather watcher Terry in Genoa had just under a tenth of an inch of rainfall here this morning. 37 degrees down in northern DeKalb County, 75% relative humidity and a westerly wind at 19 miles per hour, still gusting though close to 31. And those gusts, they've been rather strong, 45 to even 50 miles per hour, really putting that chill in the air for us today. Sustained winds from the northwest, anywhere from 15 up to 25. Still some gusts here at the 5 o'clock hour, close to 30. But again, these wind speeds will come down. I don't think they'll completely subside through the night. We still do maintain a little bit of a breeze at around 5 to 10, 5 to 15 miles per hour. But as our skies clear out, temperatures will drop back below freezing tonight. And you can see how those wind gusts today have kind of come down, peaking a little bit here just about an hour, hour and a half ago. But because of the winds beginning to subside and our skies clearing out, there is a freeze warning that will go into effect late tonight, and this will run through about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Right now, this is for all of northern Illinois. So with those sub-freezing temperatures, there are going to be a couple of spots that make it down into the upper 20s for tonight. Make sure you bring in, cover up anything that may be a little more sensitive to the cold. Temperatures, notice as we drop, I think we'll be on either side of that 30-degree mark, right down to about 29, 30 degrees here in Rockford. A little cooler up to the north. We may be able to maintain that 31, 32-degree range a little further to the south, but a cold start tomorrow. Tomorrow, we see nothing but sunshine, maybe just a couple of clouds building in. With the dry conditions, sunny skies, temperatures will make it back into the upper 50s, close to 60 degrees. Cloud cover comes back in, though, tomorrow night. This with a warm front that'll pull closer to us. It'll bring in a little instability, so I'm not going to rule out the potential for some thunderstorms Wednesday morning and then again into the afternoon as that warm front moves closer to us. Severe threat with this looks low. These thunderstorms would be elevated, and most likely, if we were to see them, give us the potential for some hail during that time. And we do have that marginal risk out, which is on a lower scale across northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. Again, it's for that hail potential, higher risk a little further off to the west. And you can see how our temperatures will be warming with that warm front coming through. We're kind of split. Notice the numbers up to the north on Wednesday in the 50s during the day. Then you've got the 60s and the 70s. Those temperatures through Wednesday evening will actually be warming. We're in the upper 60s once we get into Thursday, keeping an eye on a cold front coming through. But notice, guys, those temperatures, they're going to drop right back down below average by the time we get through the end of the week.
Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
Hockey season isn't over yet, Rockford. The Ice Hogs delivered on the final day of the regular season, winning yesterday in Milwaukee and clinching that fifth and final spot in the Central Division. So now they focus in on the Iowa Wild. Their opening series is a short best-of-3 game series. The Hogs, being the lower seed, will host one game. That'll be Game 1 Wednesday evening at the BMO. The next 2 games are scheduled for Friday night and Saturday night in Iowa if both games are needed. The winner will advance to play Central Division champion Texas in round 2. This is not a good night for baseball in Chicago. The White Sox game against the Phillies has been postponed. They'll make it up by playing a doubleheader tomorrow. The first game will start at 3:10. The Cubs will play ball tonight in Oakland as they move up the West Coast from Los Angeles. Hayden Wesneski will start on the mound tonight. The Cubs are off to an 8-6 start. Patrick Wisdom has a streak of 3 straight games with a home run. Kevin Warren is officially on the job with the Bears as their team president. Today was his first day at Halas Hall since stepping down as commissioner of the Big Ten Conference. Receiver Dante Pettis will be back with the Bears this year. He's re-signed with the team, a 1-year contract. Pettis played in all 17 games last season, caught only 19 passes. His true value came on punt returns. The highest paid player in the NFL in NFL history is now Jalen Hurts. He gets a new 5-year deal worth $255 million. He cashes in after leading the Eagles to the Super Bowl last season. Hurts accounted for 374 yards of offense and 4 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. I can just see Justin Fields' eyes lighting up after seeing Hurts' new contract. Rest easy, Bucs fans. Giannis's MRI on his back came back negative today. No major injuries, just a bruise. He played only 11 minutes yesterday in the Bucs playoff opener after he charged into Kevin Love of the Heat, leading to the injury. The Bucs have 2 days off before Game 2 on Wednesday, and they're hopeful Giannis will be ready to go. It was quite the senior season for Hononegah graduate Jordan King at Marquette, capped off now by being named the team's MVP. King led Marquette in scoring, assists, and steals. She started all 32 of the Golden Eagles games, leading them to 21 wins and to an NCAA tournament berth. King was also named first team All-Big East.
Finally starting to see that cloud cover break apart here this evening, which will mean we've got a good view of the sun setting for us tonight. We are going to stay dry tonight, but it gets cold. Freeze warning goes into effect late tonight for all of northern Illinois. Southern Wisconsin not included in that yet, but maybe it'd be a good idea to bring in anything that could be a little more sensitive to the cold here, or cover things up if you went ahead and planted with some of the warmth we've had last week. Temperatures tonight down around 29 up to 57. For tomorrow, lots of sunshine. Cloud cover comes back in. We've got some thunderstorms for Wednesday and Thursday.
All right. Thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some of your time with us. Stay safe.